Thank you guys for joining me today. Today I'm going to be talking about vibe coding. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about it. Essentially, no code app building and web development. Um, in the video today, I'm just going to be talking about three different developers. One which is Lovable.dev, one which is Replit.com, which has a bunch of cool features in there to make 3D games and a variety of things, and then Bold.new. I'll just be doing a comparison across the three with the same prompt and using AI to feed into another AI. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. I basically just generated a prompt by doing some research on what I thought the most powerful types of apps are today. And I chose the concept that I liked, and I went to AI and I had it build me a prompt that I thought would expand on that and get as much as I could in one prompt. And I also had it give me a follow-up prompt, first prompt, excuse me, and I input to Lovable.dev, which is one of my primary builders that I like using, Bold.new as well, and Replit. And I fed all three of those the same exact prompt. And I talk to these coders just like I would a buddy. So that's pretty funny. So I fed all three of them the prompt, and it looks like Lovable might have gotten me something the fastest. I'm gonna wait to see and refresh this. I'm gonna say I don't see anything loading. Please evaluate and fix. Typically, you don't really have that issue. I say like websites load up almost instantly when you're creating them. And Lovable, especially, I love Lovable. It's one of my favorite platforms. Just what that looks like when you're coming on the front end. I kind of started this meeting back right when I was in the middle of it. But simple prompt, you come here and you can either attach images, you can connect a variety of things, import, or you can just start building in prompt just how I did. Like, for example, literally took this prompt, copied and pasted it, come back to Lovable, drop it in here and send it out. And that's what I did here. So we're just gonna let this load up, and looks like these two will also be building. It's building right now. And Replit is already starting to give me a visual preview. I like that. It's pretty cool actually. Gave me a visual preview pretty quick. So as of now, Replit is the one that gave me something the quickest, I will say. And Lovable gave me an error. I only see a white page. So I see a white page that says, "Welcome to your blank app." Bold.new is one I started with. Not something that I really use anymore, to be honest with you. I'm just doing this to do a comparison amongst the three. And there's more than these three, I would say. And another one I use on top of using, so pretty much I start my builds inside of these platforms, these vibe coders, and then I take them over to things like there's something called Cursor, which is a great AI builder and an agent that I really love using, to be honest with you. Um, this is what it'll look like when you're first initially there. You can either open a local file or use a GitHub and repository and pretty much import that directly in. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second once I actually start getting a proper build. Going back here to some of my projects that I've built while those are developing. This is how I ended my meeting earlier. I was trying to show you guys that I was actually inside of one of my own platforms doing my meetings. So I created a presentation tool, which is basically a mind map tool. You can create a variety of mind maps and visual charts for presentations and organization things that kind of just help people. I wasn't really hip to mind maps until like the recent year, to be honest with you. But basically, you give it one source prompt, and it'll start generating a variety of things. This is an AI powered tool right now. It's in demo mode, so it's giving me some demo nodes. Basically, you can take these nodes and you can connect them to each other and organize things really appropriately. That way, when you go back to reorganize them, everything pops up the right way. Looks like I got an app being built back there. I even got really cool themes for this. This is all built inside of Lovable specifically. There's really cool themes. You can change it out to just about anything. Dark mode. This is my mind maps tool. I actually have a presentations tool as well, where you can customize and create presentations directly inside of here. You can even do a slideshow in here and do a presentation in real time with the client. You can just sit here literally and just go through, load up your presentation. Obviously, this is a pretty poor looking one. but you can sit there and go through your slideshow actually on here with the client as well too. It's fully customizable, text size, text colors, letter spacing, overlays, a lot going on here. All and this was all built with Lovable as well. And the tool that I'm actually presenting off of right now is a meeting tool that I have called Innovate Meetings. As you can see, it's going back over here. So I actually created and implemented this using APIs and things like that. And I'm hosting and doing screen share right now with one of the apps I created in Lovable. So, and there's a variety of other projects, some stuff that you can look at while the other ones are being developed. Like you can create amazing ticketing systems in here, and like project management tools that are fully functional. You can assign them to people and all that. Um, this is another admin dashboard I built for a company, basically project management, inventory management. That one has an error. Um, things like this, like you got scheduling and a calendar as well. We have analytics that you can import from Google Analytics and things like that. Parts, team and clock management, project management in general. There's a lot that you can honestly do here, and this is all created from scratch in Lovable. This is another dashboard that was built in Lovable as well too. Interactive charts for revenue management. This is for a valet company. We got revenue management, active clients, business analytics, projects, and this is all customizable. And you can basically, instead of going through so many different platforms and doing invoicing in one place and project management in another, and a variety of things, you can basically do everything in one place here. So that's what I love about having, and these are all dashboards that I'm building on the back end of users' websites. This is what the front end looks like. Something that's built in Lovable with a couple other tools like really nice hover animations, AI bot there, packages you can choose from, amazing forms. Everything looks incredible. Like, I mean, this is my personal opinion. So, UGen Pro, this is another mobile app that I have built with Lovable for an energy company. It's got a variety of things in here and charts. So I'll kind of get back to the point now. Going back to the ones that we were just generating with our smart AI builder. So it looks like Lovable has given me a first view of the app that it has generated. It looks like Bold.new. I don't think I did something here. Let me see if I can tell it to just get past this. It's giving me a database error. It's telling me to connect my database before it does anything, which is kind of annoying. Sometimes it is wise to connect your database ahead of time. And I'll actually show you guys how to do that, maybe somewhat in this video, and I'll do a follow-up. It looks like the one that gave me the fastest preview here was honestly Replit, which is great. And it actually has a mobile toolbar and everything like that in there. So it looks like it's still creating actually. What I'm gonna do, excuse me, I'm gonna go back to this one here in Lovable. I'm gonna say enhance the visual layout. This is my, oh, actually I need to follow my order. See, instead of going like that, I'm gonna go in and I'm actually go to my prompt to take that back. I'm gonna feed that to Lovable. And we'll give it a second to marinate with that. I will also take that prompt too and bring it over to Replit. It looks like it's creating stuff still. And it looks like it's actually doing a pretty good job, honestly, in following along and doing some amazing things. Bold.new looks like now it's actually progressing. So that's nice. Basically, what this is going to be is an AI smart home app. Things like kind of seeing what your when your light bulbs are on, or you're able to turn them on and off, and manage your TVs in the house, or anything that has to do with any form of like all this new AI tech like Alexa and anything that's controllable through a dashboard or like over the cloud AI shit. Excuse my language. Um, yeah, so it looks like these are kind of building in. I'll give them a second and kind of go back to some of these projects. It's another amazing website that I built inside of Lovable for a construction company and pool company. This was all built inside of Lovable as well. Everything has its own things. Everything leads somewhere. It's amazing. There's amazing forums everywhere. Great places where you can request callbacks. Everything is connected pretty smoothly. Client portfolio as well too. You can actually click into these. It looks like I need to update some of this. That's not good. But yeah, most of these should load up with an image. And give you some nice details about the company, and all of this gets connected or collected for a client over back. He likes a simple setup, so it just goes to emails, form submissions. pretty fun stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back and try to keep it straight to the point so I can end this first video. Keep it simple. It looks like this one in Replit is still prompting and still this thing. It looks like Lovable is doing a good job of kind of moving into the next steps already and being quicker. I just want to see the efficiency and see how much work Replit has created within one prompt versus this. Now I'm on my second prompt. What I'll probably do next is add a mobile toolbar, a header navigation, and a variety of things. This is going to be a mobile first app. I'll make sure I kind of have to specify, otherwise it'll be on everything. So sometimes you want apps that you can actually use on desktop or mobile as well, which is maybe a good option for this one, but I'm probably gonna do this one mobile first. And for that, I want a nice toolbar, how kind of how this Replit had here and things like that. So that should be good. We'll give it a second to kind of prompt through these, and then we'll see what we get. Lovable is making progress, so we'll probably see some of those new updates show up here in a second. Yes, I would say these tools are really powerful when it comes to like you really don't even have to have that much knowledge on how to code or how to build apps or websites. But if you have any basic know-how of how to create businesses or structure or any of that development, I would say you can turn those skill sets into turning a client base. Hello, interruption. I'm just gonna wait for the second prompt to build off here. It looks like Bold.new still didn't give me anything, and I've used all my remaining tokens, which I'm not happy about. And I still don't even see anything, so I'm not a big fan of Bolt actually. Should probably just get rid of it. Oh, nice. Like Replit gave me a second version. Or, oh no, this is actually the first prompt. So I'm gonna avoid the API key for now. Oh, I meant to put demo. So this is all off of one prompt that it gave me. It looks like I actually went. Oh, nice. It's actually taking me to a login as well too. And I can authenticate, it looks like. This one is still prompting through. This one's already on its second prompt here. So honestly, I feel like in a bit, I'll be able to make a lot of these features clickable, interactive, and actually working, leading to appropriate pages and things like that. So I got an error here. So you notice this sometimes when you're building in Lovable, you will see something like this pop up error, or see a nice orange button pop up here. It says build unsuccessful. Basically, there will be an error in the code somewhere with AI. And typically, to fix that, it's super easy inside Lovable. All you gotta literally do is just click try to fix or click the build unsuccessful, and it'll do that for you right on the spot. So it looks like it did a dark mode theme for me. It gave me that. I don't see the build unsuccessful, but I do see the try to fix. Oh, I ran out of credits. So this is the perfect time to show you cursor. I ran out of credits here. Now this is the perfect time to use an external builder like a cursor. So I'm just gonna connect GitHub really quick. So once I connect one of my lovable projects or something like that to a GitHub, I will see a link here, which I'll go to my GitHub. I will change the settings of it to make sure that it is public first. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to properly import it into Cursor. Now, I'm just gonna go and take this main link. I'm gonna go over to Cursor. I'm gonna clone repo, copy that in, set my directory for it, and go ahead and open it up. First thing you're gonna wanna do is open a terminal and do an npm install to set up your environment properly. Depending on dependencies that are already there on your computer, I've built a lot of things on here, so this is all I have to do. Npm run dev. It's gonna give me my link of my local host, like where this app is gonna be hosted locally until I decide to push it back off to the web. So as you can see, I just clicked on that link and it opened up the app here on localhost here on my computer. So now what I'll do is, please excuse all the crazy icons and the stuff in the back. I know my desktop is probably insane. Bear with me here. Okay. So now got a nice little setup here. Basically, what's going on is this app that we're seeing here that we were building on Lovable a second ago, and now it's built here on our local machine. It's gonna get my terminal clear, and this is the chat box or the agent. I want to customize the agent to go to auto run, use GPT-4. Claude 4 Sonnet is also great. Now I can talk to this and actually customize this website entirely. Let's completely revamp the visuals and aesthetics of this entire app. Make it corporate and Fortune 500 level with interactive widgets and a powerful mobile toolbar, which is always visible. Also, light mode should be default. So I'm just going to feed it. So now this prompt agent is going to literally start going and adjusting this app here in real time. I love Cursor. It's super fast and effective. I would say about 90% of the time I start my builds in Lovable or Replit, and I'll go ahead and move them over to Cursor. It was funny that I ran out of credit, so it was actually the perfect opportunity to show you that. Just choose for me. I'm just going to go and let AI do its thing for me. You're going to see like it's literally going to do an amazing job of just going through and actually developing this app. Um, I wonder what I got with the Replit. Like Replit's looking pretty nice actually. Let's feed it the second prompt. Replit did a really good job with one prompt, I'm not gonna lie. So it's got energy usage plotted on a chart, AI insights, smart devices. Oh, it actually has the pages for it as well too. That's great. Insights page, settings. That's great as well. It even did like a demo login process, which is incredible. So I would say right here, Replit and Lovable, they're both pretty strong. And you can do some amazing things with Replit. I've just been building all these crazy video games and stuff in their 3D mode for fun of it. Bolt, still nothing. I'm just gonna close Bolt at this point. Sorry if Bolt sees this, but I gave you guys a fair chance to be honest with you. So I'm gonna say Replit did a really powerful job already, building even better than Lovable right now. I'm not even gonna lie. And I preferably choose Lovable pretty much all the time. So that may be something I need to consider moving forward. So I'm gonna go back to my local machine, the local app since I downloaded from Lovable and put it onto Cursor. Now it's got white mode prominent. It's got a filter for dark mode light theme. I really don't like how the header looks, and I don't see the toolbar. So implement interactive tool. Oh, so it's giving me my next steps. That's why. So I'm just gonna say implement these, please. We'll give it a second to do its thing. It's incredible because typically I would have had to download Zoom to do this, and it's amazing. Like I built Innovate as a company recently. I'm literally doing my screen share and everything directly off of my own app, which is beautiful. I haven't paid a single cent for it just to develop it, so that's great. So right now in Cursor and my local app, right now I got a syntax error, and as you can see, the agent is fixing it in real time. That's a syntax error. Anytime you've seen something like that come up, that will show up in Lovable as well too, a box that looks like that, or even if you're on your local machine when it's built in this environment. So as you can see, it's kind of going long-winded. It's really doing its thing here. It's going to go through this build. The amazing thing about these Bob coders is I would say you can pretty much see something in your head now or visualize something and start building them in real time, which is absolutely beautiful. And I've got a pretty solid client base as well too. I make a living off of doing this and developing websites to clients, building mobile apps for them, handling anything that deals with their online presence, and even local marketing and a variety of things. So, what I'm showing you right now is something you could definitely generate revenue or an income stream for, a pretty significant one, I would say as well too. So I notice right now my app has a white screen. Okay, it came back up. So now after I prompted it with Cursor, this is the same app that we were just building on Lovable a bit ago. As you can see, now it's got the mobile toolbar, but it still looks kind of wacky, like things are off, like too big and stuff like that. I would say please make sure it's mobile optimized and that every feature and button is fully clickable and functional. Please make it look amazing. Because right now it looks kind of like there's too much horizontal scroll going on, and maybe that's because of I don't know. I don't think it's my browser at this point. So I'm just gonna kind of prompt it on what I didn't like about seeing on this version here and build through. Something like in this environment, I would say you can literally build a really powerful start demo for a client in literally in 30 minutes. Like I do it all the time. I jump on meetings with clients and get a little bit of information about their business and love to be able to show them something in real time. So it looks like this is properly aligned. It actually has a smart watch AI setup. This is pretty cool. And we just built all this in real time right now on the meeting. Connect smart devices, connect with demo devices. Nice. Sweet. I'm ready to use the dashboard. Nice. Give me a pretty cool tour, notifications. Okay, sweet. So the onboarding process is pretty great here. Um, I would say there's too much horizontal scroll. Please consolidate and make sure it looks amazing on mobile and has a fixed mobile breakpoint. What basically that means is it's locked in place and you can't scroll horizontally on a mobile app. That usually kind of happens from some elements that go out of view and just kind of makes the whole website messed up or the whole app messed up. I see a lot of that from websites online that are pretty much just public, random, maybe mom pop shop companies and a variety of things. In cursor, anytime you want to kind of save your progress, you want to accept all. If anything happens, well, you won't really lose anything, but it is important to accept all. Your app will now look amazing. Okay. So now it's telling me that, hey, your stuff is now mobile aligned. And I can see that it is centered here. So that's cool. So I'm going to say the header area looks weird and has a huge logo. Please add a simple, clean, and professional small left aligned logo. Align logo. Also add a proper header and hamburger navigation for mobile. Ensure all buttons at the top of the app are aligned and in view on mobile first setups, please. I throw little things in there like make it amazing, make it powerful. And it just depends, man. It really is your experience. I've been prompting for a while now and I like to be nice to my AI. Treat it well. Yeah, so as of now, I mean, we've got to properly center. What I don't like right now is all this. Look, it's already in real time adding in our navigation. That's pretty cool. And it works too. Don't like that. Well, I don't like this big logo. I'm having an issue with this day and week thing coming up. Let me see what that looks like so I can tell it specifically what I need. Day, week, and month. Okay. The day, week, and month buttons are too far right and out of view. Please fix this. I identify the issue and simply move it over and give it a thing. And also, it didn't remove that text that I didn't want there. So now that I got my logo in mind, oh, there we go. So that was fixed. Now that we also have the light and dark theme already in the navigation, we probably don't need it again here. So you gotta be pretty specific sometimes. AI can make mistakes. So if I could, instead of just saying remove the light and dark theme, I'm saying please remove the one under day, week, and month. Otherwise, it'd probably remove this one as well. Okay, so I can see that we have a header now. Got a logo there. This works as well. The hamburger menu doesn't work. So let's say, thank you. Please ensure the hamburger menu works with an amazing and visually pleasing drop down with nice shadows, hover glows, and animations. Now, I'm gonna show you guys something really cool here, which is kind of an Easter egg in this video. So I would say this is probably there's probably a lot more needs to be built here. Like you have to now individually, instead of going through one of the tips I can give you guys of instead of going through and say, hey, build this app from end to end, I like to make sure I have my user interface in place. And then I'll go down the line. I'll say, hey, on the home tab, let's go through this and this and this and make sure everything's fully complete and clickable and functional. And then I'll go down the line. Then I'll go to my dashboard tab and I'll say, hey, now on the dashboard tab, let's build out a powerful dashboard with features that users can customize their setup, blah, blah, blah. Notifications. Please add a page where that has toggles to enable mobile notifications. Profile. I just basically go down the line, right? And be very strategic about what you're doing. Um, so I just told it, it's telling me that I can open the hamburger, but I'm noticing that I can't. I clicked it and I can't open it. Please resolve. Sometimes it's pretty silly. Like you just gotta be pretty straightforward with it. Like test things out, doesn't work, come back and ask it to fix it. So it's telling me that I can open it now. I clicked it and it had this weird thing open up. It looks like crap. So it looks terrible. Make the drop down white background and drop down from the header, not left view. Oh, well, on mobile, left view would work, actually. Now, I'm just prompting in real time here. If I wanted to make these prompts even more powerful, I could take one of these prompts, spin it through ChatGPT, and say, enhance this prompt for me. And I could do that all day and probably get even further, to be honest with you. Okay, so I see that it's trying. It's trying to open down. I don't see any navigation items. Ensure the mobile menu is fully functional and working and has content. And then I will move on to the Easter egg I got for you guys. It's going to be something kind of just to show you guys some cool features that you can use to enhance your websites and apps. Instead of having to create everything from scratch, I used to use WordPress, so I used to use a lot of templates, and I was limited to what the templates had, and I had to pay for those as well too. With this is all custom from scratch coded, so I can build just about anything. And I'm noticing that it's still not giving, oh, it's white, that's why. The items are white until I hover them. Please fix and invert or do what's appropriate. I couldn't see them because it had like white elements until I hovered over it and I could see what was going on. This is really not my idea of a proper mobile menu, so I'll probably customize it, but for time's sake, I'm just throwing it in there. As you can see now, we actually have a mobile menu, which you can click. Ideally, you probably want it to be over to the right-hand side just for layout. But you can click that now and you actually have items, home, dashboard, notifications, profile, and you can customize it any which way you want. Like I can say it's too short. It's too short. Make it taller and more visually pleasing. Also add the logo and contact information to the mobile menu. I should probably give us a nice mobile menu, throw a logo in there and maybe a phone number or something like that. It should be nice. And you just basically click on the background to get out of that view. So it's looking good right now. You got to keep in mind, this is the app that we were just building here on Lovable a bit ago. This one doesn't look bad either, but as you can see, we made a lot of changes to it already. There's no mobile bar here, there's a variety of things. Now we actually have some cool features in here. Nice. Okay, cool. So just as I mentioned, we have a logo in here now, and we have some contact information. So that's great. Now I'll just show you kind of moving to the next step. I'll just say now let's move to the dashboard tab and ensure it's fully created, functional, and working using my same aesthetics and visual direction. So now pretty much building this app, you would just go down the line using something like Cursor or Lovable itself. You can actually take this and push it back to GitHub and it will import into Lovable again. I ran out of credits, so I'm using I actually prefer Cursor. So you always get to start in a developer. Technically, you don't. You can start in Cursor as well too. Just my personal process and flow. I like to start in Lovable or something like that, and then move it over to Cursor where I can build. So I'm going to give you guys the Easter egg now while those other things are building. This is a cool website I came across recently called 21st Dev. It has some really cool components here, man. Like It has some really cool things like, let's say, heroes, like amazing banners, which I can take these and run it through Cursor and import these into my website. Really cool stuff like this. Like this is an animated robot that follows your cursor. I could import this into my website and I can customize the text to it and a lot of other things as well too. Uh, this is actually the one I was using on that valet website I showed you, but it's customized out. Moving text. There's some really amazing ones with amazing animations, stuff like this. Beautiful things, honestly, and you can take these and customize them once they're imported into your environment, you know? Um, I'm working on a couple projects tonight. I'll be recording those as well. A wave background component, kind of like you just hover over it and it has waves. That's what I used in that website earlier. So that was really cool. Aside from that, you got a bunch of other cool stuff, man. Like you can also import in your own navigation menus. You can make everything custom. You don't have to depend on Lovable cursor or any of that. You can customize and import a variety of things and then add it however you want to your setup, you know. Accordions, kind of like FAQ section styles where you can do drop downs. There's some really fancy ones as well too. Like there's so many different styles, and all you gotta do is I'll show you an additional video how to import these, but all you gotta do is pretty much go to Open Component. You'll take the code that it gives you, you'll go over to your terminal, and you copy and paste, and it'll import it over. Then I'll prompt it and tell it to appropriately import it into the right spot. I'll make a more detailed video on that. I don't know how long this video is already going on, so I'm just trying to be efficient. But there's a variety of cool things on here, man, like pricing sections. All of this stuff is customizable, man. It's actually beautiful. Light, dark versions, um, different types of text, animations. These are beautiful things that I can import into any website or mobile app, and it really just makes my experience much better being a developer. Like, look at this. This is amazing. Simple things that are just absolutely beautiful. I can import this and I can customize it and say, hey, turn all of this nature stuff into, or turn all of this jungle background, or I don't know if that's jungle, but yeah, turn this into space and AI will do it for me. So it's pretty amazing. Let's go back to our app. You can now tap the dashboard tab item. It looks like the same exact thing. Okay, so it looks like home is kind of the dashboard. I can say I want the dashboard view to be specialized and not, geez, like the home. Let's see if the notifications page works. It doesn't. Let's say also create the notifications page and ensure it's full featured with toggles and etc. That's probably not the best way to prompt it, but straight to the point. You get the idea. So right now, I noticed that the dashboard and the home view are too similar. I'm just going back and telling it to make the dashboard view a little bit more in depth. So yeah, I mean, we're still building here, but there's been times where I've had to give app presentations with just a prototype, and what you're looking at right now is essentially a prototype moving into an MVP once it's fully developed, like some of the other apps I've built and showed you guys. Um, Something like this, it depends on your market. You can literally take this out and you can provide a prototype to a client for several thousands of dollars. Um, I don't know, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 20,000. It depends on your market and who you're working with, who your client is as well too, right? So I don't want to throw out any specific numbers that's going to upset anybody. But I will say in my market out in Houston, Texas, I can easily give a prototype out for about eight to $9,000. That may be cheap for some people, that may be expensive for some people, but that's just kind of the sweet spot for me. Now going to full development, it can vary. It can go up to $20,000, $50,000, 100,000, a million. It just depends on the app you're developing and who you're developing it for, and the terms behind it. How long is the development going to go on? Is it going to be an ongoing thing that needs updates? Um, there's gonna be a variety. You gotta keep in mind, although the AI builders are making a lot of this stuff really easy, it is work to actually go through each individual page and build an app from end to end, making sure every single thing is clickable. But it's not impossible, man. It's very possible, and you guys can do it. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in doing stuff like that. So Now I can see that my home page is more generalized. My dashboard is customized, which is cool. I got my mobile toolbar. I have everything that I've added so far, kind of like the dark version here too. See, the profile page is not working, so I'm going to say, let's create the profile tab and make it full featured and match my styles. Make it fully functional so I can get ready to present this MVP to a client. Also, tell me anything else that needs to be completed for this to be a full mobile application. So right now, this is still a web application. There's additional things I have to do, and I'll show you in additional videos to make it an actual native application where you can push it out on like Apple or Android devices. This is a web app, but it's a mobile app as well too. This can easily be converted over to a native mobile app, which would be amazing on the web, right? I'm noticing that our profile tab is already here. So I'm noticing that my like certain things look like shit, like when it's in dark mode, like this looks terrible. So I'll probably go back to my AI and say, in dark mode, in dark theme, make sure the mobile menu is dark theme background also with amazing navigation items that are white text and visual with clean outline borders. I don't like this black to white gradient here. It looks not the best. So I'm just going to tell it to enhance that. And that only happens when I'm here in the dark mode. So as you guys can see, now we've got an app which has all the pages functional. You got a home tab, you have a dashboard, which looks wacky right now because of the dark theme. And yeah, keep in mind, these are all still widgets. Now I can go through and tell my AI to make sure that all of this is clickable and go into the appropriate places. I should be able to click just about anything on this app, right? Smart devices. I'll show you how this works. All right. I can go through and make all these clickable and go to a spot. And now I have a cool idea for this app. I'll do it just for the sake of this video. Okay. So I'm going to say create an additional page with a tab in the mobile toolbar. This page will be to toggle on and off all of my smart devices detected in my location or on my network. Make it full and production ready. Basically, I'm going to create an additional page where I can see all of my devices, like my light bulbs, TVs, kind of like similar to this. Right now, I just see an off button, which, oh, well, I can actually click it. I didn't see that. So basically, what I just asked the AI for, I already have, which I didn't realize. Right now, it's included on the home page. So right now, it's going to give me an additional tab, which is okay, and that's perfectly fine. As you can see, the devices tab just popped up at the bottom. Look how quick that was, man. That was less than 60 seconds, bro. I'm not going to lie. The toggles actually work. That's incredible. So I would say this probably will be like, I would say the total of this video. I want to show you guys a little bit of UI development. I'm going to move into my next videos, which I'll be doing here tonight, which kind of talks more about database connection, taking these apps and actually deploying them on the web, putting them live as websites, building a website, being able to publish it, connect a domain to it, a variety of things. But this is something that we just built in real time. And I would say to my standards, this is nowhere near being complete. But if you were to have to do a demo with somebody and collect an invoice and be able to show them something and pull it off, like something like this would definitely work, right? There's a couple of presentation slides. You have a full login flow. Replit even did more of it. Like I haven't even looked at Replit for a bit here, but it looks like I gave it the second prompt and look at this, it's got freaking tutorials and stuff. This is wild. This is the same app that we were building in Replit. So it's got devices, a bunch of different cool tabs that are interactive, insights. It's got dark theme support. This is cool. It's got some AI integration options as well too. So we just built two apps in that time, right? Now I could present both of these over to a client, to be honest with you. Um, I wouldn't have to charge extra. I mean, I could just in the development process, it's even better, right? Give them some options and actually go ahead and close the deal. Right now, out of both of my apps, I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of like both of them. They look great. Um, this one on its own has its own setup, right? And it looks amazing. So amazing with a grain of salt, right? I really like these cards and these toggles, so it looks great. So thank you guys for joining for this video. I'm probably gonna go ahead and create some new ones. Um, I'm gonna be putting a new series up where I'm doing these daily and talking about a variety of topics. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this and how to build apps, how to deploy them, how to manage them for clients, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.